What's going on, everybody? It's Joe Giunta with Trend Trading Academy. I'm here to help you trade and get paid. Today, I got the Forex forecast for this week. We're seeing some pullback, we're seeing some things happen, and we're going to talk about that. So let's get right to it. Before we do, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell because we're doing this forecast every single week. We're dropping it, letting you know what's basically what we're expecting to see happen in that coming week. Been super valuable, really showing you guys a lot of what's gonna happen next. Man, we've been right on 2 weeks in a row now, since we started, and we're gonna continue to just give you what we see happening in the market, and I believe it'll give you a lot of opportunity to know what to expect and take profitable trades. So if you want to become a student, go to trendtrading.academy, get your merch and your trading journal at tradinggetpaid.com. For now, let's see what the forecast looks like. All right, guys, so let's jump into it. We're looking at the GBP AUD charts. That's all I trade. This is this week's Forex forecast. We're looking at Sunday, August 15th when the market's open, and GBP AUD. We're looking at the 30-minute chart, and I want to show you really as we look back. Actually, you know what? Let's jump to the weekly chart, and I want to show you, kind of where we were. And what we've been expecting. And as you guys know, I don't want to sound redundant here, but we've been targeting this area right in here. If you look back at the previous videos, you know that we've been targeting this area right here for a completed swing trade. We were looking at the 184.5 area, and if you click on that right there, you can see, man, I almost had that right on, didn't I? 184.5, and that was where we found entry for the swing. We've been basically buying the dips. We've been taking smaller 20, 50, even 100 pip trades all the way up, and it's been super powerful. We've been getting all of this bullish movement. We really didn't see a bearish week since entry until this past 2 weeks, which doesn't scare us at all because we're seeing, we're getting a little pullback here. If you look back here, we had 3 bears, 2 big bears, 2 bears, no big deal. We're still bullish. And here we have 2 bearish weeks, but it hasn't even engulfed the previous 1 bullish week. So that tells me that the bulls are still in control. If you look at that, this is actually super powerful, something you can do. If you just like math, if you look at the full range of the bearish movement, you got about 190 pips. And if you look at the full range of just the previous bull candle, you're looking at 306 pips. So you're not even 2/3 of the way. You're not even 60% of what 1 week of the last bullish movement did as compared to what the current bearish movement is doing. So if you were to drop a fib on that, you're sitting at the 60 area. And we're probably ready for a turnaround here soon. So we're excited. We're seeing some pullback here, which is healthy for bullish movement. It's healthy for market continuation. You need pullback because you need area for the buyers to get in, right? If the market is extended too far up, where do people buy, right? You don't want to buy high. You want to buy low. So as the market continues to push up, banks drop the price some, so buyers have an opportunity to get back in and push the movement up even more. That's what I'm anticipating. I think that we're going to get at least into this area here and then possibly into this area here. But I think that we definitely have some bull movement coming, but we'll see. Again, we don't trade with bias. We don't really care what happens. We are just surfers, and we just take what the market gives. So let's look at the 30-minute chart. And now on the 30-minute, I'm going to show you. So this is kind of what we've seen, all week here. It's been, it's bulls, or bears. Bears have been in control. We did see a little bit of bullish movement in here. And this is where I think a lot of people kind of, I don't want to say mess up, but we forget. If we were to look from here to here, we would call that a bullish trend, right? So we would say high, low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, right? We would see all of the makings of a trend right in here. However, obviously, as we zoom out a little bit, you can see that the market has been bearish over the last 2 weeks, and even with that though, we say, okay, so it's bearish. Well, is it though? Because when we look like this, you kind of zoom out a little bit, you see this is a very, very, very bullish market. So I just want to hope, in this Forex forecast, I want to help you understand that, you got to zoom out. You got to get the bigger picture. You got to see what's really going on. You can't just base what you're seeing on one little move, bulls or bears. You got to really kind of take a look at the bigger picture. And what we marked on the weekly chart was these lines that you see here. So we're seeing, great movement. And, you're talking about a potential of 1,100 pips, maybe 1,000 pips. Even if we were to get into that area I told you up here, you're looking at around 800 and something pips. So we're looking at beautiful movement here, okay? Now, so I want to show you something here. And when we look at the market, we see some really strong stuff happening. I want to kind of spread this out so you can see it a little bit. But really what we see is this bearish movement. Now, I want to kind of bring this into perspective, right? We see this bearish movement that we've been seeing over the past couple of weeks. But I want to show you something super powerful. Is look at what's going on here, right? You're seeing a set of flat bottom. You're not really seeing extreme lows. You're not really seeing a lot of bear control. What you're really seeing is pullback. So because you're seeing a flat bottom on this 30-minute chart, but you're also seeing at the same time, you're seeing, right? You're seeing a descending top, and look where it came from, right? So if you look here, let's kind of bring this in so you can see it. It pushed up real strong and then started forming this, which potentially has, it actually has potential to become what we would know as a flag, right? You would see the flagpole, and then you would see a nice descending pattern here, which we know would generally push up. Am I saying it's a descending flag for sure? No. I'm saying that we see potential right here to see a flagpole, and we see this descending triangle type pattern, which when connected to a flagpole becomes an ascending or a descending or a falling wedge almost, becoming a flag pattern, which is a continuation pattern showing us that the market wants to keep pushing in the bullish direction. So if that's the case, then here's what we do. We're literally just going to look and see, as we think that the market is bullish. We're seeing flat bottoms, so we're clear on setting a flat bottom. We can literally just drop this right here, and we know that this is a zone that price really is respecting heavily. From structure to structure, price is respecting that heavily. So we have a flat bottom, we have a nice descending top, and we're literally just looking for price to break it. So if price ends up coming and breaking out of here, then we would say, look, the flag is broke. And once we get that breakout, we'd be looking to take it to here, to here, and to here. Okay? So we'd be taking a bullish position with take profit, take profit, take profit. And you would fill the flag, because essentially, if this is going to be continuation, it would have to set a new higher high, which would be low, high. This whole thing is just a pullback, higher, low, and it would have to get at least to the high. It would have to get at least there to be a continuation pattern, because it would need to set a higher high. So what we do is we take the breakout, take profit 1, take profit 2, take profit 3. It sets a new high, and we start looking for new positions. What is price going to do around this area? Could it reject and start pushing back down? Yeah, possibly it could do that. But we think that the market is bullish right now, so we're just going to let the market do what the market wants to do. All right, guys, there you have it. There's the Forex forecast for August 15th. We're looking at an awesome week potentially in the market, a flag breakout. We're looking at some great potential movement happening in the market. And I hope this brings you a whole bunch of value. I hope that this playlist is really adding value to your trading, that you're seeing what to expect to happen before it happens. So I'm hoping that you're using this to prepare your trading journal. You know, make sure that you're going in your journal, writing down the expectation for the week, and then seeing how it plays out so that you can track your progress. If you don't have a trading journal yet, you need to make sure you go to tradinggetpaid.com and go get your trading journal, because this, between the Forex forecast and then mapping out your trades, you can go to the next level. All right. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see the rest of this video where I kind of get into exact entries and zones and stuff, you need to join TTA. That's reserved for TTA students. So join us at trendtrading.academy, become one of our students, and see the full picture. We're giving everything down to beautiful trade setups that are hitting at a very high percentage. Don't miss out on that, and I'll see you next week.